In this episode, we're going to camp at Dreher Island State Park.
Then we're going to get to go see family that we haven't seen in a long time, my cousins, and we're going to go out to dinner.
Sounds great, huh? Anyway, then I get to hike on the Palmetto Trail.
We're definitely going to go kayaking across the lake to an island that we've seen out there and explore that.
Yeah, it's Lake Murray. It's beautiful. When we left you last episode, we were still in Yemassee, South Carolina. So we had to drive up here to Lake Murray, obviously, and we elected not to take the highway route, which was the shortest route, but to take this back route that I'll show you. It was a little bit longer, but it was much more scenic, and we don't regret it for a minute. And overall, it was a pretty pleasant drive. Dreher Island State Park is about 4 to 5 islands, all connected by a little causeway, and it's located on beautiful Lake Murray. Lake Murray was created in the late 1920s. At the time, it was the largest man-made reservoir in the world. It's 41 miles long and 14 miles wide at its widest point, and it has over 650 miles of coastline because of all the fingers that stick out into the lake. Dreher Island is absolutely beautiful. It's a state park with 97 campsites. Despite the fact that I made this reservation last August, I was not able to get a waterfront site. Of the 97 sites, I would have to guess maybe 60 of them are waterfront, but this is Memorial Day weekend, so even last August, the waterfront ones were sold out. The pricing here is dynamic. It seems to change depending on which campsite you have, and also whether it's a weekend or a weekday. There are a bunch of absolutely beautiful campsites, but if I had to pick just one, I would say campsite 12. I like campsite 12 a lot for the view and the length and the size and the privacy that you get at that site.
At Dreher Island, they rent really cute lakeside air-conditioned cabins. They also have a larger accommodation of villas on the lakeside that have docks. They're 3 stories high. They're absolutely beautiful.
The first night we were here, we pretty much set up camp and just relaxed after the drive. The next night, we were able to get out and see our family, and we went to the Lake Murray Marina, and the name of the restaurant there is called the Liberty Tap Inn, I think, or the Liberty Tap Restaurant. And we really enjoyed it, and we would definitely go back there again. The marina there is absolutely beautiful. Hiking a bit of the Palmetto Trail. Starting at a place called Kibler's Bridge, and I'm hiking up to the trailhead at Palmetto. It should be about a 3-mile hike out and then another 3 miles back, so about 6 miles total. The Palmetto Trail is a planned 500-mile cross-state South Carolina trail that starts in the mountains and goes all the way, I think, to the Intercoastal Waterway. Last I saw on Wikipedia, 350 miles of the trail are complete, planned for 500 miles total. I'm just hiking a short section of the hike today. There's been a series of these bridges like this. The trail was extremely flat. They don't even make you walk down this little ravine and back up. It's bridges everywhere. This is the 3rd or 4th one now. All right, so maybe a little over 2 miles into this hike. And off to the left here, there is an area with picnic tables, a fire ring and firewood. I guess you could camp here if you were walking the entire Palmetto Trail. Actually, a really nice campsite. Let's walk down there and see what else is there. So everything you need is here except a privy. Water source. Just steps off the trail. They even have some firewood piled up for you. All right, guys, just about at the end of my planned 3-mile out and 3-mile back hike. And you come to Wilson's Groceries 3 miles in, and I saw a remark on All Trails that best hamburger in South Carolina, but I'm not gonna have a hamburger. I might just continue on for another mile and turn around, so that should bring me in around 8 miles or so. Well, this portion of the trail used to be a railroad track, and that's why you see it drops off on both sides of the trail about 10 to 15 feet into the woods, and they have all those bridges going across all the creeks because they used to be railroad trestles there. All right, back in the parking lot at Kipler's Bridge Trailhead. That is the sum total of my experience on the Palmetto Trail. Just a short recap, it's super flat, it's very easy, and I didn't see any wildlife to speak of, maybe a few squirrels. But it was a fun hike. I saw about 5 or 6 hikers, and I saw about 10 people on bicycles. This is Sunday on Memorial Day weekend, so I would say normally it's pretty lightly trafficked. Had a good time, but don't expect any sort of elevation or really any views other than it's a walk in the woods.
We're out on the kayaks and we are going to try to make it to that island ahead. Lots of boats out, so we'll see how it goes.
All right, so we made it out to the island. Woo! There is one other boat out here. So now we get to explore just a little bit this uninhabited island in the middle of Lake Murray. Maybe there's pirate treasure out here. We just don't know yet. We'll have to look around. Our uninhabited island out in the middle of Lake Murray is interesting, but so far, no sign of pirate booty. All right, so when I went hiking the other day, I came woefully unprepared. We did not make the same mistake today. We brought a beer with us, so boom! All right, guys, so we do love this Intex Explorer K2 kayak. We've used it all around Florida, and it's served us really well. We're really happy with it. And the way we discovered it was another YouTuber that we really like named Finding, or someday they were paddling around glaciers in Alaska with this thing. And it's fairly inexpensive. Put the link in the description below. You can find it on Amazon where you can read a lot more reviews on it and what other people think, but it generally has a pretty high review. Our plastic kayaks at home, they're great, but they're hard to travel with. I didn't want to put racks on my truck for a long trip like we're going on now. And this stores down into a smallish bag, and I'm able to keep it inside the truck.
You ready for this?